Good morning. We are here at Gayton Elementary School. My name is Miss Bouchard, and we are in our 3rd grade classroom. Today, we are going to be talking about trading in ancient Mali. All right, friends, we have learned so much about ancient Mali, right? Who can tell me something that they remember?
That they had gold and salt.
Gold and salt. That's going to be really important today. Put that in your brain.
That they traded.
They did trade. We're going to do some of that today.
That they went from the top and
What's the top called? North and south.
To the middle to trade gold and salt.
Absolutely. What else?
They would do silent trading.
Silent trading. Why silent trading?
Because they might speak different languages and not understand each other.
Absolutely. We're going to practice that today.
They're located in Africa.
Yeah, it's located in Africa. Is it in the north, south, east, or west? CJ? Yeah, Western Africa. Audrey, one more thing real quick.
They live near a desert.
They do live near the desert. All right. So when we talk about trading in Mali, Lula already mentioned this for us. We said there was silent trading, okay? We're going to practice that in just a moment to see what it would be like if we would not be able to communicate with each other. It would be pretty difficult, wouldn't it? We also heard that they traded in the desert. They were along a trade route in what desert? What desert, Gwendolyn?
The Sahara Desert.
The Sahara Desert. Do you think it was easy for them to travel through the Sahara Desert? No. What did they use to help them, Joseph?
I was going to say they also lived in the Niger River.
The Niger River did flow through Mali. That's correct. But what did they use to help them travel through the desert?
Camels.
Camels. And there were a ton of camels. What did we call that big group of camels, Jake?
A caravan.
A caravan. Nice job. All right. And we've already mentioned this too. What were some of the very precious items that they traded, Tilly? Gold and salt. Do you think it was easy for them to get gold and salt, or maybe a little more difficult?
Difficult.
Why do you think it might have been more difficult? What do you think, Jackson?
They had to mine for it.
They had to mine for it, so it took longer, right? And it was more precious. They wanted all of those things, right? So what we're going to do today, we are going to practice with our math tools that we've already used before, graphing and tally charts. Then we're going to trade, and then we're going to graph again and see if our items changed, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, you are going to get a piece of paper. At the top of the paper, it says trading in Mali, and this is before we trade. You're going to get a baggie that has salt, gold, wheat, and animals, okay? Wheat and animals they would have used for what? What would they have used those for?
Maybe to make food.
Yeah, to make food. Good. Okay, and you're going to make a tally chart of how many you have in your bag of each. Can we do that first?
Yeah.
All right. So you can head to your seats. And I will bring around your paper and your baggie, and you can start tallying your items. All right, go ahead, and you are just tallying. We will do our bar graph later. So grab a bag, lay out your items. So these are representing what you are trading in just a moment. I want you to see if you have a lot of something, maybe a little bit of something, and I want you to make a prediction in your head as you're tallying what you might want to keep, what you want to agree to trade. All right, go ahead and tally them up. Make sure you make your bundles of 5. We're making bundles when we tally. Oh my goodness, Ben. Wow, girl, you got a lot. All right, how many gold do you have? The goal when we trade, 1, we have to pretend like we are in the desert of ancient Mali, right? So we are pretending that we are a trader in ancient Mali. So we have gone on a caravan, we've traveled a long way to the Sahara Desert to trade our items. Lula mentioned that we have silent trading or silent bartering. We don't speak all the same language. We're going to pretend. So when you're trading today, you have to think of, would you agree? What kind of motion or body language would you say, yes, I agree to a trade? And what kind of body language or motion would you say no to a trade? Okay? But there should be no what? Talking, because we are silent trading. One more thing. The goal is to even out your numbers. Some of you have a lot of one thing, right? And maybe not a lot of another thing. How could you maybe even it out? All right? Are you guys ready? Okay. You're going to trade in the front of the room. Okay? Take your bag with you. Leave your bag open because you need to pull out what you want to trade. And I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes. Find someone you want to trade with. Remember what our 2 precious things from ancient Mali were. That's the most valuable. Do you agree to that trade or not? Special things that were hard to find? Should you be giving those items away? Think about it. Jake just told Joseph, nope, he doesn't agree to a trade. I wonder why. Once you hear the timer go off, you're going to head back to your seat. Remember, you want a variety of things in your bag. You should have some of each color. So don't just get all of one thing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you because it looks like we've done a lot of trading. You're gonna go back to your seat. And if you flip your paper over, you're going to lay your new cards, your cards that you traded, out back on your table and take a tally, make a tally chart of your new items. So make sure you flip that paper over so that we can compare them. Do you have a more even number this time? What do you think? Maybe. Jake, what do you think? Do you have a more even number of items?
Same.
You have the same? Oh my goodness. How did that happen? I don't know either. All right, tally them up. I don't know. Kosei looks like he hit the jackpot over here. Kosei, why did I say that you hit the jackpot? Tally marks. He has a lot of gold. Jennifer also has a lot of gold. Only one. You have that's pretty even. That's pretty good. Was that hard or easy to get? It was hard, wasn't it? Yours are pretty even too, CJ. Was that hard or easy to get? Kind of in between. Hannah, you also have a decent amount. All right, first of all, I want you to tell me, was it easy or hard to trade without words?
Hard.
It was kind of hard, right? Because you don't know maybe what their motion meant. Who could tell me if they agreed to a trade? What did you maybe do?
Nod your head.
Nod your head. What else could you have done?
If you would have said no, then you would like.
Okay, if you're saying no, you could shake your head no. Benny, did you use thumbs up? Good. Or thumbs down, good. Or sometimes they would just say, and turn and walk away, right? And then you know that they didn't want to trade. From the items that you started with to the items that you ended with, what items were the hardest to get? Clay? Gold. Anything else?
Salt.
And salt. Why do we think gold and salt were the hardest to get? Turn and tell someone sitting next to you. Joseph, why were gold and salt the hardest ones to get? They're valuable, yeah. Did you notice as you were trading or as you were tallying your items, were there less cards that were gold and salt?
Yes.
Yeah, because it was harder to trade. And that's the whole point, to show you how valuable those two items were from ancient Mali, and that's how they built their wealth and their empire, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So when you had gold and salt, did you agree to a trade? Maybe. Would you trade gold for salt? Yeah, but would you want to trade gold or salt for wheat?
No.
Probably not. Or gold or salt for animals? Could you have upped the game by saying, I'll trade you a gold if you give me 2 wheat or 2 animals? That's what you did? Yeah? Yes.
I said 2 wheat for 1 gold, and they didn't agree still.
They didn't agree still? Uh-oh. They turned down that precious gold? Well, maybe they had enough. Maybe it was like Kosei, and he's like, I'm good. I got enough gold, right? Okay. Well, you guys did a great job pretending to be traders in ancient Mali today. Later today, we will continue making our bar graphs so that you can apply your math skills. Sound good? Yep. All right. Thank you so much for coming to Gayton and joining our 3rd grade class about ancient Mali.
Go Gators!